So on this module, just talking about connections and networking. I think one of the biggest benefits that I've had in the campaign, and just from the self-similarity principle, is my opportunity to be connected with Michelle's sons, the Kafusi sons. It's been a good example of the self-similarity principle because we all attend BYU. We've got interest in sports. We're also passionate about the campaign, and like we work together on stuff. Um, so it's like really helped me to make a connection there, just because we have similarities. Um, um, Based on the proximity principle, I also made a connection recently. I'm currently taking classes at BYU also while I'm in this class. And the connection that I made was in my Shakespeare class. So we don't, it's with this girl that sits next to me. Her name's Kaylin. We don't have very much in common, but I have found that being friends with her has like allowed me to, like it's allowed me to push myself harder in class, because I have someone to talk to about homework assignments that are due. If I have questions on any of the text, I can just shoot her a message and say, hey, like, did you understand this? Did this make sense to you? So it's increased my understanding in the class, and it's also helped me with tests and papers and stuff, because we've talked to each other about editing each other's papers, so that helps. Um, and then the other thing is, I think that's like a connection that'll help me just because it'll prove useful in the future. Like you can help edit each other's papers and like work together on stuff. So that's nice. So relying on those two principles, I think it can be a drawback just because it doesn't really push you to move outside of your comfort zone. And sometimes the best connections you can have aren't people that are necessarily in the same areas of interest or in proximity to you. Like, I mean, I have friends. My friend's dad is the president of marketing in Nike, for the Americas, and like that's a good connection to have. But they live in Portland, and I don't see them very often, and like I wouldn't normally have anything like any interests in common with the dad. But like if I was like to go up there to like try and put myself in proximity to them, um, like they're good connections to have. And so sometimes it's best to just push yourself outside of the comfort zone and engage in like high stakes activities. Put yourself in places where people are going to be interested in doing things, and be passionate about them, where you can also show your passion too. I mean, it's really important that you do something that you're passionate about. So one of the things that I think would be really great to do and just kind of give back, to the university is by working a little bit with BYUSA. And so I think that's just going to push me to meet more students, around campus that are passionate about BYU. It'll also allow me to make connections through the projects that we work on for BYUSA. Um, I mean, we are all students, so I guess we do have that in common. But a lot of them are in different areas of study, or we don't really have common interests. They're not people that I've necessarily met before. Maybe I've seen them in passing on campus. But I think that'll just allow me to make, the necessary connections, and I think it'll just give me a better idea of opportunities available to me, in my college education.